By 2026, the gap between the retail gambler and the professional operator will be irreversible. While 99% of the market is chasing headlines, the winners are deploying an institutional grade infrastructure to track on chain alpha. I spent 300 hours auditing over 40 dashboards to find the only 5 tools that offer a real edge over the crowd. If you're still using the standard user interface to trade, you are just our exit liquidity. And I have to remind you that prediction market is a really risky. You will probably lose all your capital, and everything that we will see in this video is for educational purposes only. We will see data, analytics, and that's it. This does not constitute a financial advice. So the first thing is most people will just use an interface like that. But what you need to understand is this market is completely different. And that's why I love this new version of prediction market, because before you could say, yeah, I made this, I made that, but you had no information about the person. Here you can see exactly what they did. And everyone has access to it. We can see all their transaction in real time. Like for example, when this guy said that the Celtics were going to win. Okay, we can see that he made so far 6K. It's not bad. He did 138 prediction. And all those records, well, I can analyze them because if I go on this Polygon scan, I will see every second all the blocks with all the transactions inside. Now, we are not going to go blocks by blocks to analyze this because that will be complicated. So that's why we're going to see our first tool, which is called Hashtag. And why do we use this tool? Because we are going to be able to explore the markets in a different way. I am going to be able to see how many whales are into a trade and are they buying or selling, and can see a lot of whales actually going into prediction market that are closing almost for sure on the position. This is going to help me to find markets to trade. I'm going to check what are the whales doing basically. Here we have acquired of something, lighter market cap, FDV above 4 billion 1 day after launch. Last price $1. Okay. Gonna check something that is not at $1. Will Trump nominate Kevin Hassett as the next Fed chair? Here, for example, whale buys 5. Okay. And I see on this one, but we also have welfare buy here. So let me check what is this one. Flyers. This is probably a sport betting. So we have a quick analysis. Market certainty. So very uncertain here. This is trending. Okay. I will see the price, the market buyers in the last different hours, the number of holders of yes and the number of holders of no. I can explore all the trades. Let's say, for example, I want people that put at least $10,000. It will show me only the big ones. I can then click on someone. I will see their position, the smart score, so below average, total PNL minus 1.1 million. I'm probably not going to follow this person. But you see that you have always the person. So then I can explore the smart score to try to find good traders. This guy, for example, that I found, okay, get a quite good return. And we see here, over time made $2 million. Okay. I can check his historic P&L. It's quite nice going up, like the active bets, Dogecoin, Google, Deep. So what he's betting on is probably a bot trying to make money from arbitrage on the market. So that's not someone that I'm going to follow. But Hashtag is going to help me. That's the first thing. This one, we're going to be able to find trades and find traders. Now, one of the best ones to find traders is going to be Polymarket Analytics. If I go in the traders category, I will see all the top traders ever with CO4, and then I can scroll down. I see everything, the total position, active position, total wins. So if I want to get good inspiration, for example, this guy seems quite interesting, 114 trades only. It has one position open, but the current value also, if there's 0, that's not going to be good. So we're going to try to find another one. I love Circle, pretty good. I will have all his analysis loading for me. He made most of his money on sports. So if I was doing sports, I will definitely follow this guy. Has a pretty solid win rate, 74%. So that's typically someone is not making it so many as well. Like it was 1 day ago, 4 days ago. Okay. I'm not sure yet if it's a bot, but I want to show you the rest. Now I'm going to click here to copy the address, and we're going to go to our third tool, but we will come back in a second to this one because I want to show you something else. And I will put a link in the description of this one because if you use the code handsome, you're going to get a discount on fees. So this is free, but they take a little fee on the trading. So that will be important and you get more bonus. And here in the follow section, I can paste the address that I copied just before and follow this person. So I can view their profile and I can click follow, but most important, I can click copy all trades. So I can decide, for example, to allocate $50 to copy this guy with my test account, mirror everything, okay, 100%, and then start copying. And let's switch back here because one thing that I like is I can see what are the different positions. Let's say I want trades that are at least 50K. I will see all the big trades. Same here if I go into deposit and withdrawal. Why would I want that? Because if someone does a big deposit, they're going to do a big trade. And I want to know why they want to do a big trade. So let's say someone who deposits more than 100K. This is quite important usually. And I can go into with that Fed chair. Some people, they will do insider and choose like specific name for it. US anti-cartel operation. Okay. Newly released. Best in category sports. Win rate. Quite high though. Almost 99%. Now he made a big deposit. This is trade more than he usually does. That's definitely someone that what we will do, we take the address, we copy it, we go into TradeFox and we paste it here. Fed share, view profile, I can click copy all trade as well. Now, what I want to do is to show you why TradeFox can help you a lot more with the trading. Well, first, like, what is this chart? There was like nothing 28 here, 7%, and boom, 100%. We might find someone that is pretty cool. I will put it in the investors ballroom. It's my free community where I share all the stuff. So you can join, and then like this, you will get the wallet directly. But pretty interesting guy. So what I like is here, I have different setup: trading stop loss, stop limit, and TWAP. Trading stop loss is basically I'm going to be able to put a stop loss at a level that I choose. And if the price goes up, my stop loss is going to go. And if it starts to go down and then hit my stop loss, it's going to sell automatically. So which means that when I know that something like that, okay, this could change. It went up here, then down. I could have set up a stop loss that goes minus 10%. And then when it went here, boom, it would have sold me around there at 50%, and I will be good. The TWAP is going to be a recurring order. So when you have something with low volume like here, or you want to cover a little bit, you're going to be able to use it. But also it goes deeper than that. With a TradeFox, it's like kind of like everything in one go. I can choose like whatever is closing soon, the probability, like if I want above 60%, the liquidity above 10K, let's say for some trades, the volume above 10K or 100K. Then I can have all the ones that are here. So will Google have the top AI model by December 31st? The probability is super high. If I want to make some 0.4%, I can do that. And there's also other interface that will help me here. For example, we have all the sports events and all the different events where I can go really fast into buy yes, buy no, which is the sports mode here. I will see if I'm in NHL, all the bets, the different days. It's super smooth and easy to use. The new markets, as we just talked about, follow traders. We can find traders as well. So they show us the P&L. Click on it, see how much they made, what is their portfolio value, all the data that are important. So again, I will put the link. That would give you a boost in cashback. That would give you also a discount in your fees with the code handsome. Now, the fourth tool, you didn't expect it. It's really different. So we're going to be able to create watch list for Polymarket. So if you want to know everything about Trump, you can create a list that will tell you everything about Trump. Create the alert. And it's insane how powerful, because if I create the alert here, I can decide to have it in app, on Discord, on webhook. Cool stuff. But then it's here. You can choose the watch list alert. As goes deep, where it's crossing. So let's say like something cross 60%. I'm like, okay, I want to get an alert. It's something different. Like the odds are changing. I will get that. If it's crossing up, if it's crossing down, crossing steps. So if something changed 20% or whatever, then I do. And then even new and closed events. So I can really customize everything, get those alerts everywhere I want. And don't quote me on this, but I think so far it's free. Come in the investors boardroom. We will have a list of chat that we're going to do. And we're going to be printing, because it's crazy. Like I can decide on the query, okay, like everything about Trump, I'm going to put it into everything that is crossing above 80%. I can know, okay, this is happening. Because normally this is used for following the news, right? The best way to follow the news is with Polymarket. Like everything tells you like exactly what happened. And it's quite crazy because normally, as I said, is to follow what's going on. And for example, you could have known first when Russia captured Pol. As you can see, it changed quickly here. So if you were living around that place, you could have been alerted directly of what was going on. I find this like super powerful because you can choose for anything. Like if I want to know airdrop, I can create a watch list and that's going to inform me on all the different airdrops. And again, I can create the alert, choose all the elements. It's beautiful. I feel like each of the tools I'm showing, I should do a full video on it. I mean, I know, for example, for me, it would be Elon Musk. I will check everything around Elon Musk. And it is like how many tweets, how many things he would do, all the markets. I will try to follow. The fifth tool is out of the blue, is Metaculus. So why I'm talking about Metaculus? Well, there are a few things interesting with this one. This is also, it's not a prediction market, okay? It's a forecaster. To me, it's the same thing. But what I like is that they have some competition going on. They have some tournament where you can earn some money. And you have AI. You can see like all the question, all the movers, and you can see some data that is basically going to be different than what you see on Polymarket. And this information is quite interesting. So 20 hours ago, say US struck a big facility. So like all those guys are commenting under, and they brings a lot of information. That's what I love about it. And when I click on the user, I can see all his predictions. How many times he was right? How many times he commented? This guy is beautiful. 665 comments. He's a software architect. So I know already his IQ is, he won different content. Ranked number 2, ranked number 9, 12. 12, 38. Man, that guy's just good. So I'm trying to gather information of different places, right? And I think this is alpha. Now, this is what I'm going to use. I wanted to share before I start to use everything. Let me know which one you want me to go deeper, and I will do a full video about it. If you want to know how to use TradeFox, I made a video already. You can watch it here. It was such a pleasure. I'm sorry if I'm too excited or passionate. I just love those things. I'm weird, but that's okay. But don't forget one thing though before you leave. Stay handsome. Ciao.